Alright guys, so I just wanted to give you a really overview of this bike. Um, this is the 1988 Honda XR100R. I originally had this bike, I've owned this bike twice. When I originally got it, it didn't run, it hadn't run in years. It was dirty, grimy, nasty, but it had compression and I got it really cheap. I got it for I traded like a $50 tablet for it. So I was super stoked to get it. And the guy said it needed a flywheel. The magnets were broke on it, and this was all taken off and the flywheel was off. So what I did was I stripped the whole thing down to nothing. It was a rolling frame. And I searched. And the flywheel is discontinued for this bike. And you can't just take like one out of a 2003 and slap it on. It won't work. So after searching and searching and searching, finally one day I found a stator and flywheel combo on eBay. The guy had it listed for $100. I was like, oh shit. I fucking put a bid on it for 50. I messaged the guy, I was like, listen, will you take 50? I really need it for my bike. And he didn't get back to me right away within like a couple hours. So what I did was I just bought it for $100. I waited, and as soon as it came in, I put it in. I put the motor in, I put the stator, the new stator in, the flywheel. It's not brand new, but it was used, but you can't find it. I tested for spark. It had spark, so I knew the coil was good and everything. And I could tell that the flywheel was at least bad. And I'm lucky that I got a stator too. So I got spark because I tried it with the original stator. So we got spark out of it. I put the motor in. I kicked it. So it wouldn't start. Like I said, it'd been sitting for a while. I dumped all the bad gas out. I changed the oil right away. And so I put the chain on it because the chain was off. I put the chain on it. I didn't even have any of the brakes hooked up or anything. I just hooked up the clutch. I put on the shifter because I had the shifter off. Not this shifter, that's a brand new shifter. But I'll get to that. I rolled it down my driveway. I put it in gear. It popped right over. It fired right up. It had a bit of a tick to it. But I said, great, it ran. So I cleaned it up real nice. My girlfriend rode it a few times. And I took it out for a couple rides, and it kind of just sat down here in the shop, and I didn't ride it much, and I had my quad at the time, so I found another quad, and I ended up trading this for it, and I was kind of sad. It had like the stock pipe and everything on it, and I was just kind of like sad to get rid of it. So anyways, I had a 1992 CR80, fresh rebuild, bottom end, top end. Just need a little bit of tuning, and it was fine. But they offered me this bike with cash on top of it. I immediately jumped on it. I went down there, I got it. The plastics were spray painted. The only good thing was they put the pipe on it. I had the stock pipe, cut the end off. Didn't have any of the side plastics. The levers were all bent. So pretty much what I did was I tried cleaning the paint off. I got most of it off, and it didn't look good. So I prepped these really good, and I just gave them a coated white paint, plastic paint, and that I painted white too, and the rear fender, and they really didn't turn out bad. I don't really care if they chip right now. I might just get new fenders down the road, but it never had side plastics. I found these on eBay. They were like $60. I ordered them, put it on. I put on the white spoke skins. I just tried to clean it up a little bit, make it a little bit nicer. I bought new polished handles. We got new hand guards on it because they had the original white Honda ones, but they didn't have it. I put these off of it. These came off of a CR125. The front plastic was originally white anyways. The back one was this orange, but it looks red in the camera. The seat is all original. It looks mint. I mean, there's a little bubble in it here, but other than that, it's not. There's no rips in it. does need to be cleaned a little bit better, like the motor and the swing arm and stuff. It does shine really nice. Front tire is new on it. I have to put a new rear tire in it, but it runs like a dream. Has a brand new MSR polish shifter. You know, brand new uni air filter. So you know, did a fresh tune up, so it's ready. So I'm not sure what I want to do with it, if I want to keep it now or do I want to sell it, but it definitely, anybody who remembers this bike, it has cleaned up so nice and it looks so good. And I am just so proud of the way it came out. It runs like a dream. It has plenty of power. I jetted the carb. It's got a 45 main jet in it, or pilot jet, and a 115 main jet in it for the pipe. A lot of people run that jet combinations on the BBR 120 kits. I'm running it on a stock bore. I have no problems with it. It runs great. So overall, I'm just proud of this bike. It does have the wrong Kickstarter on it, but I don't care. It works. The brakes work good. You know, they stop on a dime. So look at, I mean, the front tire is like new still. Like I said, it does need a rear tire. This tire is just bald and flat and cracked, but that's the next thing, is a tire, and you know, kind of maybe degrease the chain and then re-grease it. But other than that, it's already full of fuel and it's ready to go, and I'm just so pleased with the way this came out. And I just think that it is so much better and looks so much cleaner, and I really can't wait to ride it. Every time I start it, it sounds great. It had a nasty tick to it from the cam chain. I literally just tightened that. It sounds beautiful. So for a 29-year-old bike, I mean, she sure is running like a champ. So you'll be 30 in May, you know, just from the production date. But so yeah, but you know, if you guys want to see this bike, you know, just like, comment, subscribe. It'll definitely be coming this year. Can't wait to get out there and ride. It's not the fastest bike, it's not the biggest bike, but oh boy is it fun, and it sounds good. So I'm just really stoked on it, and I can't wait to get it out there and see what it does. So yeah, that's it for this one. Stay tuned though. Always got something coming.